Welcome to Sports Jam. I'm Jay Wilcox.
And I'm John Jacobson. Today on the show, action from a high-powered cross-country meet at the University of Minnesota. We'll meet a talented tennis duo as well for the Breck tennis team.
Plus, we'll hear from Osseo's volleyball team, which enters this week undefeated.
And we'll get started with a key game in Northwest Suburban Conference football. Osseo and Andover figured to battle with Totino Grace for the title in the West Division of the conference. Osseo played host to previously unbeaten Andover in the Orioles' homecoming game. Osseo is effective offensively, both running and passing. Prince Crua's 11-yard run down to the Andover 2-yard line set up a Matt Medkey touchdown run, 7-0 Osseo after one. No scoring in the second quarter, but in the third, Medkey gets the big strike through the air, hitting Connor Kittleson on a 72-yard pass. It's a touchdown, and it's 14-0 Orioles. After the Huskies scored to cut the lead to 14-7, Osseo goes back to work. Medkey scrambling. It's Josh Goldschmidt on a 34-yard pass down to the Andover 13-yard line. Same drive, start of the fourth quarter now. Jamie Hampton rushes 3 yards for a score, and it's 20-7 Osseo. The Orioles defense shut down Andover's heralded quarterback Connor Wilkie most of the night. Jordan Holly intercepts him twice in the fourth quarter as Osseo wins a big one, beating Andover 20-7.
Maple Grove is looking to repeat as champ in the North Division of the conference. Maple Grove hosting Anoka for their homecoming. First quarter, no score. Maple Grove with a 4th and 2. Tyler Coyne rumbles ahead for a 14-yard gain and a big first down. The drive stalls, and Tyler Knutson puts them on the board with this 21-yard field goal. It's 3-0 Crimson after one. In the second quarter, the Crimson offense gets going. Carl Altenberg fakes the handoff and finds Coyne coming across the middle. Coyne takes it from there, breaking tackles and eventually getting in for the score. It's 10-0 Maple Grove. Anoka tries to rally. On the first play of their next drive, they try a flea flicker. Travis Bankson's throw is just too long for Riley Perry, and it would have been a sure touchdown for the Tornadoes. 2 plays later, Bankson rolling out to his right. He tries going downfield again, and instead it's picked off by Adam Brandt, giving the Crimson the ball back. Altenberg rolls out to the right, and he'll throw to the end zone where Brady Engelke makes a fantastic diving grab. Maple Grove takes a 17-0 lead, and they go on to win 24-7. They are now 5-0. Park Center paying a visit to Armstrong in a battle of winless teams. Park Center's up 14-7 in the third when Armstrong's Thomas Barber caps off a drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. The extra point ties it. On the ensuing kickoff, the Pirates' Adam Burge takes the ball up the middle, breaks a tackle, jukes the kicker, and he looks to be headed to the end zone, but a blocking in the back penalty brings the ball back to Armstrong's 25. No matter, though, the Pirates convert. Second and goal from the 5. Julius Ogunte takes the pitch, cuts back inside, and dives through a couple of tacklers. The Pirates lead 20-14. On the first play of Armstrong's next drive, Quinn Frizzell is picked off by Burge, and this time nothing is stopping him from getting to the end zone. He takes it 51 yards for the score, and the Pirates lead 27-14 after 3 quarters. And Park Center's on a roll from there. 4th and 7, they give it to Ogunte, and he cuts all the way back across the field. He gets to the corner, and he's gone. 33 yards for the touchdown. Park Center ups its lead to 34-14. Their offensive line opens up a massive hole for Rondé Berry in the fourth quarter. That makes it 41-14. The Pirates add one more to ruin Armstrong's homecoming in a 48-14 round.
Champlain Park's football team was looking for their 3rd straight win. Homecoming for the Rebels as they hosted Centennial. First quarter, and the Rebels' Detrice Mulsumo bounces outside and scores from 3 yards out for a 6-0 lead after one. The Cougars' defense, though, did a good job containing the Rebels most of the night. Matt Biegert scrambles but can't avoid the sack by the Cougars' defensive end, Clayton Bird. Second quarter, and Centennial back. Tyler Aquinto takes the pitch, slices through the Rebels' defense for a 30-yard touchdown, and Centennial takes a 7-6 lead. Rebels' defense kept the Cougars close in the first half. Trevor Long runs down quarterback Max Corey for a sack. 18-yard loss. It's a 14-6 Centennial game at the half. The Rebels can't control the second half at all. Carr Schoparster with a short TD run. 28-6 Centennial at that point, and they go on to beat Champlain Park 35-12. The Rebels are now 2-3.
Lake Conference football teams finally got into conference play in the 5-team league. Wayzata looked to continue its dominance in their rivalry with Hopkins as they look to spoil the Royals' homecoming. It's a great start for Hopkins. Andy Awney picks off Jake Marsh's pass on the first play from scrimmage. He takes it in for a touchdown, and it's 7-0 Royals. But it's mostly Wayzata from there. After a high punt snap by the Royals gives Wayzata good field position, Marsh to DeAndre Brecko fights inside the 5. It sets up a short Tanner Bedard TD run. Wayzata's defense is stifling all night. David Betland steps in front of Luke Hill's pass for the interception here at midfield. And that play sets up Bedard for another short touchdown as he sprawls in for the score. Wayzata's up for good at 13-6. The next one's a little easier for Bedard. Good blocking seals off the defenders as Tanner strolls in for his third TD of the night. Wayzata leads 21-7 at the half, and the momentum is with them too. Second half, and Austin Gordon takes the handoff and battles into the end zone for a 28-7 lead. Wayzata cruises to a 40-14 win in their Lake Conference opener.
Two-team section meets in girls swimming and diving come up a week from Saturday. Maple Grove hosted Champlain Park in a Northwest Suburban Conference dual meet this past week on senior night for the Crimson. In the 200 freestyle event, Maple Grove senior Mala Hebzinski swims to the win in 2 minutes, 4.64 seconds. Crimson take the top 3 spots in that race. 200 individual medley, and it's Christina Rudin swimming to a first-place finish. Her time 2:20.78. Maple Grove finishes 1, 2, 3 in this race. Good sprint to the finish in the 50 free. Bottom of your screen, the Crimson's Aaron Buck edges out teammate Rayshawn Payton to win in 25.41 seconds. Now to diving. This is Champlain Park senior Katrina Nettleton. She scored 155.75 for 6 dives to finish second. Lauren Bjorn wins diving for Maple Grove. The senior scores 160 points for her dives. Finally back to swimming for the finish of the 100 freestyle race. It's Aaron Buck touching home first with a time of 55.37 seconds. Maple Grove goes on to beat Champlain Park 103-78. At the Maple Grove Invitational, Wayzata easily takes the top spot with 681 points. Centennial is second with Maple Grove third and Armstrong fourth. And swimming, as I mentioned, those true team meets coming up a week from Saturday as that season starts to wind down a little bit.
And back to football, Brooklyn Center picking up its second win, and congratulations to the Centaurs. And now they're going to go on a streak the other way, it looks like.
Yeah, that would be good for them. Straight ahead here on Sports Jam, highlights from a top flight cross-country meet at the University of Minnesota, plus highlights from soccer and more.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. It was a pretty talented group of runners around the U of M Saturday.
The GRIAC Invitational Cross Country Meet has college and high school divisions and is a great showcase for cross country. They are off and running in the top high school boys division, the gold. Minnesota's top-rated Class AA team, Wayzata among the team favorites. Richfield's Absa Ali looks back to make sure of his lead. He races to win for the second year in a row. His winning time 15 minutes 31 seconds. Wayzata's Connor Olson is fourth, and his Trojans do have a strong showing. In black, Hopkins' Joe Klecker is 16th. Wayzata's Jarrett Carpenter 18th, helping the Trojans to the title. Then it's the girls' turn for the start of the gold division race on a wet day, with Wayzata also a favorite here. Spectators able to monitor the race on the big screen, and in the end, Jordan Coulter of Cherry Creek, Colorado takes first. The runner-up spot goes to Anna French of Wayzata, 12 seconds back of Coulter. Wayzata's Annika Halverson is 11th, Michaela Keller-Miller 13th, and Annika Lerdahl 14th. 51 teams from as far away as California competed in the boys' gold division, and Wayzata wins it with 116 team points. They also won the GRIAC in 2000 and 2007. Edina finishes second with Bismarck, North Dakota third. Hopkins is 15th and Tutino Grace 22nd. The Wayzata girls also win the gold division, well ahead of runner-up Cherry Creek, Colorado. Naperville North of Illinois finishes third. Tutino Grace is 19th.
In a slightly lower key meet, 8 teams raced at the Osseo Invitational at Elm Creek. The girls are up first on a warm and windy afternoon. At the finish, it's 2 North St. Paul runners leading the field as Patty O'Brien takes first and her teammate Jane Body takes second. The top local runner is Armstrong's Anna Neighbor. She places third in a time of 15:24 for the Falcons. After a Centennial runner, Armstrong's Megan Stewart places fifth. She's just ahead of Osseo's Maddie Vidson in sixth. And it's the boys' turn to hit the course at Elm Creek. Mitchell Dickerson of Maple Grove races to the win. His time is 16 minutes and 35 seconds. Right behind him is Ben Jack of Centennial, 3 seconds back. Cooper's Garrett Williams isn't too far behind, another 5 seconds back in third place. Sean Heaton of Maple Grove comes in fourth. He's followed by Centennial's Kevin Groh, Armstrong's John Delaney, and Adam Berkowitz of Osseo. As we check the team scores, the Maple Grove girls win in a tiebreaker over Centennial. Osseo is third, 1 point ahead of Armstrong. Cooper is sixth. Centennial takes the boys' title with Armstrong second and Maple Grove third. Osseo is fourth and Cooper is fifth. After a controversial ending to the season last fall, Prairie Seeds Academy's boys soccer team has been under the radar this season. The Lycans had trouble filling out a schedule, but they are once again a very good team. Prairie Seeds is in red against St. Paul Prep. Calvin Lee drops the pass to Charles Huberty, who lines it up and then hooks in a left-footed shot. A well-placed goal. It's 4-0. And the Lycans mascot is very happy with that one. Good passing here for Prairie Seeds. 4 players touch the ball in all. Munir Darbaki takes his time as a defender falls. He buries the shot to make it 5-0 PSA. Huberty gets the ball to Darbaki, who will slip a backheel pass to Aliu Kamara for the shot and goal. And it's a 6-0 Lycans lead. Carlos Soto Merchan threads a nice pass through to Huberty here, who makes no mistake on a partial breakaway. Prairie Seeds stays unbeaten with a 14-0 win over St. Paul Preparatory.
In girls soccer, Park Center hosts Andover. A great shot on the free kick by Park Center's Tessa Lander curves into the Huskies net, and it's 1-0 Pirates. Lander picks up an assist on the corner kick here. Ball deflects to Josie Pay, who scores, and it's 2-0 at the half. Goalkeeper Emily Nelson comes up big with the save here on Andover's Raquel Thielen to keep the score 2-0. The Pirates add one more goal. Zoe Schaefer on the corner kick sets up Sarah Dunphy for the header. Park Center wins 3-0. The Pirates lost to Moorhead on Saturday. With 3 ties in their past 5 matches and 5 overall on the season, Maple Grove girls soccer team was hoping for a win Saturday in 80 minutes. Not a dry day, though, as the Crimson hosted Roseville. First half and a free kick for the Raiders' Abigail Jackson, whose shot is stopped by goalkeeper Casey Audie. Good scoring chance for the Crimson. Rachel Salem here, but her shot just high and over the Roseville net. But Salem gets another chance later in the half. Down the sideline she goes, warding off the defender and launches a perfect shot into the Roseville net. That makes it 1-0 Maple Grove at the half. The Crimson go on to beat Roseville 2-0. In volleyball, the Osseo Orioles are rolling through opponents in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Osseo hosting Elk River last week. In the first set, Megan Pekarik with a quick set to Jackie Jones delivers a big kill for Osseo. Then Hannah Pekarik's hit catches the back line for another Osseo point. The Orioles win the game 25-12. Game 2, back set to Shia Sanders on the outside, leads to the kill for Sanders. Then on game point, Hannah Pekarik's block gives Osseo a 25-15 win. Game 3, Megan Pekarik floats the long set to Jones, and she hammers it as Osseo builds a 13-2 lead. Nice dig by Hannah Pekarik. Jones gets another big kill as Osseo wins game 3, 25-11 for the sweep. We'll hear from the Orioles later in the show.
Also in the Northwest Suburban, Park Center visits Armstrong. Armstrong with some great defense to keep the rally alive, but it only leads to a powerful hit by the Pirates' Jessica Vielander. That gets Park Center within a point at 14-13 in the first. Armstrong starts to pull away, though. Indigo Thompson sets up Courtney Malum for the kill here, putting them in the lead 24-17. They win it 25-19. Second set now and tied at 14 when Vielander attacks. The Falcons get a great dig by Kelsey Sather, and Thompson finds an opening in the defense to give Armstrong the lead. Alicia Meyer sets up Bethany Lovehog for the kill down the middle for the Pirates, but still Armstrong wins it 25-20. The third set, the Falcons get up early and never look back. Meyer's serve is passed by Laura Long, and then Sather will deliver the hit. Armstrong wins the set 25-18, taking the match in 3. Park Center, though, returned the favor at the Hopkins tournament in the bronze division.
And Jay, also at that Hopkins tournament, the Royals, the host team, won the gold division. They beat Elk River, Red Wing, Bemidji, and St. Michael, Albertville.
And a nice way for them to bounce back after a tough 5-set loss to Wayzata right before that one, too. Next up in our Sports Jam Spotlight, meet two girls tennis stars at Breck who don't mind sharing the spotlight. We're already to the end of the regular season in girls tennis, with playoffs getting started this week. On this week's Sports Jam Spotlight, we meet a pair of Breck standouts who don't mind sharing that spotlight. They're basically co-number 1 singles players for the powerful Breck girls tennis team. Seniors Patty Zhao and Sunny Tang have been alternating playing number 1 and number 2 singles, and they're okay with that.
When you're at position 1, it could get really pressuring, so I feel like it's nice to have a switch up and be second sometimes.
Lots of times when we play the same teams every year, we actually play a lot of the same girls from each team, so it's really been fun to switch it up this year and get to play different opponents and have different styles to play against.
Oh, it's just been great without Patty and Sunny. You know, I feel like I wouldn't have the depth that I have because of them being at 1 and 2 and switching off between those 2 spots. It makes my team just all the stronger.
Zhao is rated number 2 and Tang number 3 in the state Class A singles rankings, and they carried identical 8-3 records through the first 11 matches. Zhao was state runner-up in singles last fall and 4th as an 8th grader in Class AA while playing for Maple Grove. Tang was state runner-up with partner Emily Alper in doubles in 8th and 9th grades. Two very strong players with games that are a little different.
My strength would be just being versatile and being able to switch up my game plan if something isn't working, or trying to figure out what's the best strategy for me depending on what their game is like. My biggest weakness, this season I think I could have been a little bit more consistent in my play.
Surprisingly, this year my serve has been pretty on point, I would say. Definitely trying to take the ball a little more early, and I would say my weakest area is my net game. I could work on my volleys a lot more.
I think the strongest part about her game is her ground strokes. A lot of top spin really deep, and those are the toughest balls to get back. She's really consistent at the baseline as well.
I think she's really good at serving and coming in the net. She's able to set the point up and know which balls to come in on, which is what I really need to work on. I don't really know what she needs to work on. Maybe being a little more aggressive from the baseline, I guess, is the only thing I can think of.
They still faced arch rival Blake in the regular season, but it's a big change at playoff time. Breck won't have to go through defending state A champ Blake to reach the state tournament, with Blake now in Class AA.
They're always a reason that we aren't able to make it to state, so it's nice to actually have an opportunity to make it.
We actually just beat them a couple weeks ago, 4-3, which was an awesome win, but I think it'll make it a little bit easier, less pressure when it comes section time, because they're always a really hard team to beat. I think we're really excited and hope to make it to the state tournament this year as a team.
And speaking of the postseason, singles dynamos Tang and Zhao intend to team up to form what should be a formidable doubles team.
Me and Sunny are thinking about playing doubles together. We've actually played doubles in some outside of school tournaments and stuff, but during the season we mostly just play singles, and so it'll be fun to get a chance to play doubles.
I think it's a great combination. I think they've got good. They both have strong serves. They've volleyed. They like to come to the net. They like to hit. They like to play doubles. They seem to think doubles is more fun.
They're making sure to enjoy their senior seasons in high school. Tang and Zhao are thinking academics first when it comes to choosing a college, and neither is sure that they'll play collegiate tennis. This much is sure. They've left quite a legacy at Breck. Breck earned the top seed for the Section 4A team tournament, and the Mustangs open section play Wednesday against Brooklyn Center. Next up, John talks volleyball with the unbeaten Osseo Orioles.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. As you saw earlier in the program, the Osseo Orioles defeated the Elk River Elks last week to run their record to 14-0 on the season. They are ranked in the top 10 in the state, and they have joined us this week on Sports Jam. We'll start with Jaslyn Taniello. And Jaslyn, tell me about this success this team's had. What has made you guys so good so far this season?
I think this season it's basically based on just our chemistry, and we're growing a lot together, and as long as we stick to our game like we have been and start listening to our coaches as much as we possibly can is how we're going to be the most successful, and that's how we've gotten so far.
Could you see this coming together before the season when you had those practices leading up to your first matches in August?
Well, I always have hope in my team and faith in my team, and I do believe that we always had the strength to do it, and finally it came out this season, and so far it's going well.
I know we talked to you a couple of weeks ago after you defeated Blaine. How important was that win to keep the momentum going and give you guys more confidence in the matches that followed?
Well, it was definitely a confidence booster, but it kind of made us realize that we are a good team and we are capable of things that other people doubted us for, and we can do anything that we've set our minds to, and if we keep working hard, that we'll get there.
Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Shai Sanders, watching your team recently against Maple Grove in a match that we televised, I was impressed in how well you girls all work together. Is that part of the reason you've been so successful?
Yeah, our team chemistry is definitely the best. We trust each other and we stay together through anything. The extreme highs, the extreme lows, it's always together.
How about the talent you've got on this team? Must be nice to know that you've got a lot of different girls that can hit and that can pass and play defense.
We're definitely more versatile this year. Everyone on the team has played the Junior Olympics or club season, so they know the basics, and we just build off of that.
Going to the state tournament, I know, is a goal for this team, but how important would a conference championship be to you guys to win that?
I think it'd be just as important, but it all comes down to the last 3 wins of the season, and that's to get to state.
Are there things you still need to clean up on these last few weeks of the regular season before you get ready for section play?
Yeah, always going hard and staying focused on the little things, but pushing through is definitely one to capitalize on.
Shai, good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And Coach Bill Kwan, you've been at this for a dozen years now. Tell me about this team. What has made them unique and have the success that they've had so far this fall?
Definitely the team chemistry is number one. These girls trust each other on and off the floor, which makes a big difference. We've talked a lot about avoiding the extreme highs and extreme lows and trying to maintain a level of intensity that we can keep throughout a match, and they've done a nice job of that.
You've got tournaments coming up in October, 2 end of the season, regular season tournaments that you play in. Do you like having those, and do they help you get ready for section play?
Definitely the Apple Valley tournament in October is always a tough one. We get 4 good matches there, and then going up to Moorhead's a good team bonding over MEA weekend right before region starts. We get to see some small town ball, a lot of Class A teams that make the state tournament that play a different style ball game that just keep they do a nice job of keeping the ball up and just making us earn every single point. So that definitely prepares us for section time.
Coach, good luck the rest of the season. Congratulations on the great start.
Thank you very much.
We'll take a break and come back and wrap up Sports Jam after this timeout.
Our game of the week is a rematch of last season's Section 6 3A Volleyball Championship as Hopkins hosts Eden Prairie Thursday night. Watch it live through our website or catch the replays on Channel 12 Friday at 7 and 10 p.m.
That'll do it for this week. See you next time on Sports Jam.